Welcome to the deep dive. You ever get that feeling like your money just doesn't quite go as far as it used to? Maybe you're earning more, but still somehow things feel tighter.
Oh yeah, that's a really common feeling. And there's a name for it. It's inflation. Basically, it's this slow, steady creep that makes your money buy less over time. It's happening constantly, kind of in the background.
Right, it's almost invisible, but you feel it. So today we're going to dig into that. And we found this great analogy in our research, really visual. The leaky wealth bathtub.
Ah, yes, the bathtub. It's a fantastic way to picture what's going on. It simplifies a, let's be honest, pretty complex economic thing into something really clear.
Exactly. So our mission here is to use this bathtub idea to show you how inflation is actually hitting your own finances, your wealth, and more importantly, what you might actually be able to do about it.
Yeah, we want to make this actionable. So let's dive into the analogy. The basic setup is this. Picture your wealth, all of it. Savings, what you own, your ability to buy stuff. Picture it as water in your own personal bathtub.
Okay, got it. My wealth is the water level in my tub.
Precisely. Now the key part, inflation. Think of inflation as this tiny little leak, a small hole right at the bottom of everyone's bathtub. Yours, mine, everybody's.
A leak. Okay, so it's constantly draining.
Constantly. It's that slow, quiet erosion of purchasing power we talked about. Your money just loses a bit of its value, drip by drip. So the water level, your real wealth, it just goes down over time.
And you don't even see the water physically spilling out. It's just less effective?
Exactly. It's not like you spent it, but it buys less. And the impact, well, it adds up. We looked at some numbers, right?
Yeah, I found this quite striking. Like, say you had $1,000 saved up 10 years ago. With just average inflation, maybe around 3% a year, that same $1,000 today might only buy, what, maybe $740 worth of stuff?
Around that much. That's a significant drop in your water level just from that silent leak.
So the water's leaking out,
But
where does it actually go? Does it just, disappear?
Ah, good question. No, it doesn't just vanish. It gets, well, redistributed. Think of it like the leaked water evaporating and then maybe falling as rain somewhere else in the global economy.
Redistributed. Okay, but not evenly, I guess.
Definitely not evenly. That's the crucial point. The leaked value, that lost purchasing power, it tends to flow towards things like assets.
Assets? Like what?
Like stocks, real estate, maybe commodities. Prices for those things tend to rise with inflation. It also, interestingly, benefits people or entities with large debts because the real value of their debt shrinks.
So governments maybe? Or big borrowers?
Governments, yeah, they can benefit from inflating away debt. Big corporations sometimes. And importantly, people who own those appreciating assets, they're effectively catching some of that rain.
Okay, so that explains why just sitting on cash, just doing nothing while your tub leaks, that's a bad strategy.
It's, well, it means your water level just keeps dropping. Inflation takes its toll, you lose purchasing power, and you're not positioned to catch any of that redistributed water. Your real wealth just shrinks.
Which sounds, frankly, pretty depressing if you're not aware of it.
It can be, but it leads to the next logical step, right? What do people do about it? How do investors handle this?
Right, they don't just ignore the leak.
No, they actively try to refill the tub. They don't just patch the leak, which is hard to do anyway. They scoop water back in.
And these scoops?
Yeah.
These are investments.
Exactly. Think of different kinds of investments as different buckets or scoops. You've got buckets labeled, say, stocks, ETFs, those diversified funds, maybe real estate, bonds. They draw water from this, let's call it, a big investment pool.
And the idea is that these investments generate returns. They bring more water back into your personal tub.
Yes, and crucially, the goal is for those returns to be higher than the rate of the leak, higher than inflation. That's how you actually refill your tub.
So it's not just about getting the leaked water back, it's about adding more water,
Yeah.
increasing the level.
That's the aim for many investors, yes. Over time, consistent smart investing doesn't just counteract inflation. It can actually grow your real wealth, making the water level rise, maybe even significantly.
Okay, so now the picture becomes really clear. You've got this contrast.
A really stark contrast. You've got one tub, the non-investors, where the water level is just steadily going down, getting shallower and shallower because of that leak.
Drip, drip, drip.
Right. And then next to it, you have the investors' tub. There's still a leak, remember? Everyone has the leak. But they're actively scooping water back in. So their water level is stable, or maybe even rising over time, potentially overflowing if they're really consistent.
Wow. So inflation, even though it affects everyone, it kind of ends up benefiting those who are invested.
In a way, yes. Or rather, those who are invested are actively counteracting it and harnessing growth elsewhere in the economy, growth that often outpaces inflation. They're playing the game, so to speak.
So, bringing this back home for everyone listening, this bathtub analogy, it really hits hard, doesn't it? It shows why just letting your money sit there isn't really a neutral choice.
It's definitely not neutral. Doing nothing means letting the leak win over time.
So investing isn't just about, like, getting rich quick or something. It's actually fundamental to just protecting what you have, preserving your financial security against this constant drain.
Absolutely. It's about making sure your money is working harder than inflation is working against it.
Yeah.
You want your water level to go up, or at least stay steady, not just constantly drop. You have to decide which tub you want to have.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. The main takeaway from this deep dive seems pretty clear. Inflation is that quiet leak in everyone's wealth bathtub. You can't ignore it.
You really can't. It's always there.
Yeah.
So that leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? If this leak is constant, affecting everyone, everywhere, what active steps does knowing this make you think about? What make you explore, or maybe even change, in how you approach your own finances? It really comes down to recognizing you have a choice in how you deal with that leak in your own tub.